Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made these faux leather key fobs and share with you all the tips that I found in order to make them. For this tutorial we're going to be using faux leather, and this is the Halloween faux leather that I've got. I've secured it to the strong grip mat and I've just secured it using some frog tape just because we don't want it to move once it starts cutting. We've also got the Cricut maker, and here I've got a hardware kit that I'm going to use to assemble the key fobs, and it includes the actual key fob part, and it also includes the tool that's going to allow us to secure it all together. So we're going to be needing that. First thing we need to do is pop over to Design Space and prepare to cut our faux leather. Now we're over in Design Space, the first thing we need to do is create our rectangle. So in order to do that, I'm just going to click on Shapes and I'm just going to choose the rectangle button. And now we need to be up here to alter the size. So I'm going to make mine 10 inches long by 1 inch wide, and it just needs to be 1 inch wide because that is what will fit inside the clasp. So we're going to unlock the padlock and we're going to make the width 10 inches, and then we're just going to change the height down to 1 inch, and that's perfect. And that is literally all we need to do. Now we just need to click on Make It, and there we can see it's on our mat. So I'm just going to move it down slightly because I don't want it to go over where I've taped it down. And now we just need to click onto Continue. Now we just need to select our materials. So we're just going to click on Browse All Materials, and in here I'm going to type in faux leather. And there we can see faux leather paper thin, that's the one I want. And now we can see it's got a little tick. So we can click done, and now we can see that's the material that's been selected up here. I'm going to change the pressure to be more. And now we're ready to insert the mat. A little thing to remember when you pop in the material onto the mat is make sure that it's going to get cut out in the right direction. I have made this mistake before when I was making faux leather hair bows, and I cut it out and the pattern was going in the wrong direction. So that's always something now that I'm quite aware of. So we're just going to take the mat that I've already prepared and we're just going to pop it into the maker and load it. Once that's detected the material and the button starts flashing, we're just going to press the flashing Cricut button and start it cutting. Now that's finished cutting, before we eject the mat, we just need to make sure that it has cut right through the material, because if it hasn't, as long as we don't eject the mat fully, we can press the flashing Cricut button again and it will send it back through for another pass and it will cut it out in exactly the same place. We're just going to check now to see. So I'm just going to use my weeding tool and see if we can lift it. And we can, so that's perfect. So that's all come out, so we can eject the mat. And now that's been cut out, now we're left with our faux leather strip that we're going to use to make our key fob. Because the material for this is quite thin, I do need an extra little chunk of material just to go in the bottom of the key fob, just to help secure it together. So I'm just going to cut one of those as well now out of the faux leather material. So I'm going to take one of the clasps so I know what size I need, because we don't need it to be too big at all. And this is only because this material is quite thin. I've seen lots of other people doing them online and they're using material and quilted material and thicker material, and in that case you wouldn't need the extra bit. It's just kind of to bulk it out to make sure that it all secures inside the clasp and holds really tightly. So I'm just going to cut up here. We just need a small piece just like that. We really don't need a lot at all. Now what we need to do is we need to take our faux leather strip and we're just going to fold it into half like so, and we are going to pop the extra piece just into the middle, and that is how the key fob is going to be assembled. Now we need to take this tool. This is the tool that came in the hardware kit, and I bought this kit from Amazon, so I will link below in the description as to where I got it from. And it comes with several different clasps in several different colours depending on the project that you're making, depending on which colour or style you may require. So what we need to do is we just need to sit that inside the mouth of the tool, and then we are going to take our strip like so and we're going to hold it all together. Then we're just going to hold that inside of the clasp and we're going to hold it still because we don't want it to slide or move, and then we're going to start pinching together the tool so it's going to close up, and we just need to make sure it's all still in line, which it is, and then we're just going to give it a really big squeeze and close it all up totally. And there you have your completed Halloween key fob. They are really easy to make and there's lots of different variations, and this was the way that I've tried so far, so I thought I would share with you my tips for doing so. I think they look absolutely fab. I think I might make some for the kids and stick them on their school bags, and they would make great little gifts. You could even go as far as popping names on in vinyl and just making them a little bit more personalised. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you feel that you could give it a go and make some of these little key fobs yourself. I will link below in the description where I got the hardware kit from to help you out. And thank you very much for watching, and I will look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.